understanding the impact of 0 days is a very challenging problem, because if we solved the question of 0 days, we'd have solved the question of 0 days, and then the matter would be done. But to help people understand the impact of 0 days and our ability to mitigate the risk, we worked with researchers in Sweden to understand, presuming another vulnerability is present, what are the thousands or tens of thousands or millions of ways that snippets of code in that software could be stitched together in malicious ways to exploit the program? How many different remote code execution paths would there be? How many different file manipulation paths would there be? Count all those paths, and then each of those represent a risk that when there's a 0 day, one of these millions of paths could be weaponized. We then ask a separate question: for those same number of paths, which of those would still be viable in a universe where RunSafe's load time function randomization is present? And what we find is that 99.99% of the code paths that would be possible without RunSafe's load time function randomization fall away in the presence of function randomization, because the ROP chains and the code snippets expand beyond the scope of a single function. That means that those illicit elements that they want to stitch together for the attack aren't accessible to the attacker. Therefore, we're able to show rigorously that the number of code paths an attacker could use in the case of a 0 day fall from millions to dozens. And that, being able to quantify that risk and that change in that risk has been hugely impactful for customers.